Divine greetings, entities, energies, lovelies, bodies of light, seekers, and sojourners of truth. The 144, chosen of the chosen few. Happy, happy, happy. Whatever day today is, because I'm so much in other worlds that I don't be remembering. I'm in this world, but I'm in another timeline. So I be forgetting. But today, whatever it is, I know it's the 27th, because this is a day I've been waiting on the end of the month. And I'm here to explain to you all that it's time to turn up our light. Not explain, just share. I'm just here to actually share the light so that you will then in turn share it with someone else. So the message is really for us to turn up the light and freak the energy as much as you can. It's about raising your vibe. Today is a day that you really want to raise your vibrations more than ever. On 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Raise your vibrations. Transmute the energies, because today is one of those days where they out here. I'm sure some of you have already felt it. Today is actually, for those who may see it later, today is actually Monday the 27th. You may see it tomorrow, but that's okay. What I want to share with us is that we're doing the work. I'm bringing to you the galactic news as usual, and we're doing the work. We're helping to amplify the light grid. We are dropping love bombs, those who are, and that's what I want to share with us more, to just really drop some more and more love bombs, because those reptilians, as I say, were kicking up. But I want us to just really focus more than what is coming up against us, to focus on what we are putting out. The love, the light, the truth. It's asking us to really push that forward so we can raise the frequencies. We got to go into our high heart, raise the frequency. So for those who may have not heard, if you didn't see any of the previous videos that I have been posting, the messages that I've been getting, and I have given the instructions about the 7 days, the 3 instructions of fasting and staying away from low vibrational person, places, or things, as well as raising your vibration to the 10th degree, and the extra one that was added, which was to choose to infuse with the light at all times, because everything is a choice and we choose by our vibrations. Please understand that we choose by our vibrations, not by what you say you're going to do, not by what you're actually doing, but the vibrations that are the coherency in the vibrations of what you're doing. We need a thought feeling coherency, and we need our thoughts and feelings to have a coherency with our actions, our behaviors. So we need that coherency to be that much more attuned or in alignment with the frequencies and the vibrations that are around us, or to be in aligned with the light frequencies in order to, let's say, combat. I don't really like to say combat, because it's really not a war. They fight in themselves out there, but we do have to press back. We do have to shine the light so that it exposes the darkness. We don't need to have a war with them, because a war is only entering the darkness with them. So what it is we want to shine our light, as I say, Care Bears, stare that light out and let it push back and continue to expose the darkness, so that the darkness dissolves into the light and dissolves into the love, so that the fears dissolve into the love. So, and that the lies dissolve into the truth. So what it is for those who don't know, those 7 days, we started about 3 days ago. So today would be the 3rd day. And if you haven't started, that's okay. You can do it. You can start now and still carry out your 7 days. It's really the resonance that you put in it, the vibrations that you put in it, your intentions that you put in it. So even if you see this tomorrow or another day, start your 7 days, because it's still important about what's coming up ahead, because we do have some things coming up ahead. I do have that in the galactic news to give you as well. So what we're doing now in this now moment is very important to what's coming up ahead. And there will be some, as it was said, because we don't like to use fear mongering, excuse the traffic. We don't like to use fear mongering, but I have to use exactly as it came to me, and the word was catastrophic. So catastrophic, things that are going to be considered catastrophic to us are just around the corner. And I'm willing to say that it's probably lined up with the revelations that may be coming upon us when Pluto hits Aquarius. But that's another story. I want to really focus on us just shining the light today. We could talk about those other things later. But just understanding that what we do now reshapes our tomorrow. What we do now even holds a stronger vibration, so that when we get to our tomorrow, we are already embedded in a certain frequency that will be able to withstand whatever those extremities are. This is the importance of raising these vibrations. So, as I was saying, if you haven't done the 7 days, you can start whenever. The 3 days, today would have been the third day, but even if you didn't start that, you can start the 3 days now. Or you can do the 1 day, either today, today is pretty much the middle of the day. So you can do tomorrow as your 1 day, which was preferable anyway, because as I said, if we all do it in accordance on a certain day, and the 28th is the 5D declaration. For those who don't know, you can check out one of the videos that I posted here under the declaration from last year, and it'll explain it. You can look at the 5D independence and you can look at the 5D declaration. More and more people are going to know as time passes, because the cosmos have told us, not because I said so, but the Pluto return has told us on 222 last year that was the independence. And for those who worked in the first waves all over the world, have solidified a declaration energetically. Of course, the energetic seal was set. So what we're doing now is we're reinforcing this energetic seal 1 year later by sending out more love and light. And not only that, we're pushing back those dark energies, those reptilian energies that really want to kind of kick up right now, as we see they are. So I'm giving you the messages that have been coming through of what we can do. So focus on shining the light. Shine that light. Like I keep hearing the song today. All day it's been in my head. Turn up the light in here, baby. Extra bright, I want y'all to see me. That's how we gotta be. I know I ain't no singer, but that's how we gotta be. Turn up the light, and freak the energy. This is the energy I want to put out for us. See the love in my heart that expands from me to you. I send that to you. You are all, we have to start looking at each other like we're all positive vibrations. Everyone is a positive vibration in your heart, even if it appears adverse, even if it appears separate to you. And when we change our perception and our perspective, then we are allowed to share that light. I had to say today to even the children, I'm going to choose to infuse by doing what? I'm going to be love. I'm going to give love, be love, and receive love. So I share that with you. Give love, be love, receive love. Let me say it again. Give love, be love, and receive love. And the receiving is very important. Because what that means is no matter how somebody comes at you, no matter what comes up, what extremity flies up in front of you, whatever upheaval, whatever disgruntledness, whatever disheveledness comes up, you can choose to infuse with the light in that now moment by transmuting what they're sending and saying, I choose to receive love. What you're sending, clearly I can see, is obviously not love, but I don't have to receive that. This is the power of our minds. Beautiful souls and people that we really need to work with. Like, this is what I've been getting the downloads about, that's showing us, remember the power of your minds. You have a choice. And a lot of times when our egos are in the way, it's harder for us to make that choice. And I get it, because the ego wants to protect. The moment you get hurt, the ego goes, I got it. Da-da-da-da. Superhero to the rescue. But we got to put that superhero down. We don't need it, because the superhero is already within. The superhero is in the light that you are exuding, that is coming from the love that you allow yourself to stay in, that love frequency, to stay in your heart. As I said in the previous video, stand guarded in your heart. Be postured in your heart, I believe was the exact words. So our posture has to be where? Set in our heart. Have your feet planted. Stand in love. People talk about falling in love, but that's not where it's at. We got to be able to plant those feet and stand firmly in the love that lights the truth within. Tap into your infinite wisdom, your infinite soul, your infinite light, whatever it is that you can call it. Just remember, be a part of the remembering, be a part of the reconnecting with your higher self. Even if you've never met your higher self, just say, I choose to infuse with the light of my higher self. That's it. This is what we have to practice this day. And I have to say, it really, I don't like to tell people we got to do this and we have to do this, but this is really critical and imperative. If you see me come on and dropping videos 3 back to back, that means it's imperative. I have not done videos in about half a year. So this is something that is really coming up to that we need to get across to one another. Just remember it within yourself and remember to share it with others. Be a friendly reminder to another. If you feel them flaring up, just say, it's okay. Sometimes that's all we have to say. It's okay. Even if it really feels like it's not okay, I understand it, but we can transmute it by in that now moment, changing the perspective and saying, I choose to receive nothing but love. So guess what? It's okay. Because when we give love, it dissolves those other energies. I know people, we may think that's, weird and we got to combat, but we really don't. Combat, and it's going to be an open gate. And it's going to let those other energies in. And this is what they're doing right now. So to share with you what I mean, earlier as I meditated this morning, I heard nothing. I sat out there and it was as eerie as it was on 9/11. I kid you not. And I'm speaking in the realms, in the in-between realms. See, a lot of people don't know about that. On the outside, you might be like, what you talking about? But when you're in a certain state of meditation and you're kind of you're kind of visit in between realms, in between worlds, you're seeing in between the timelines and things like that. You kind of see what's going on in between the realms, in the inner realms of it. This is where some would say it's a spiritual warfare, and I know we hear Christian folks say that, but a lot of them don't know to what degree of this spiritual warfare. Yes, it is, but it's not goblins and goblins and a devil in the hell, in the fire beneath you. It's not that. It's amidst us. And they're really trying to find a way inside of you. I mean, you already have some. If you have unhealed wounds, as I always say, you already got some demons inside of you, but they're trying to activate them. They're trying to have an open gate to hold back. There's a process that they want to hold back. So for those who don't know, you could watch the other video. I did explain that a little bit more. I can't go into too much detail because I'm being shown that we really don't need to pay attention to the opposition, because what you resist will persist. So whatever you pay attention to, you're giving it gas. You're giving it value. You're giving it something, and we don't want to give it anything. So it's really showing me that I can say a little bit, but I can't really go into too much because we don't want to give it that attention. What we want to focus on is just shining the light, freaking the energy, turning up, being responsible with our responses to the extremities in the outer world. And to do that, we have to tap into our inner world. And I know some of the things I'm saying may sound cliche or, just be in the light, but I'm really, really advising us that we must, step into and hold the light just for these few days. We don't got to turn into Mother Teresa and put down a whole lot of things. But why I say the fasting and those things that I gave the instructions for, because it makes you a stronger conduit of the light to be able to transmit this light. You become a stronger conduit the more that you are fasting, the more that you're just keeping your vessel clear and cleansed and pure. So not being in certain low vibrational places are a part of that. So this is why when we do this, it helps to hold these things back, amplify the grid. All of this that I'm telling you is all for the betterment, but we have to choose to do it. We have an important job, each and every one of us, in our daily life, world, and affairs, in our homes, how we're interacting with each other. We don't realize it, but the vibration, the very vibration that you send is help enough. When you have the discipline to transmute the energy and only send love and not accept it, believe it or not, but you close the door on those outside entities and energies. You close the gate and you block them. You block the fuel of giving them what they need to do, what they feel like they need to do. Because right now they are really, it's a critical time. That's why it felt that eerie, like 9/11. It's like the energy is saying 911. This is the day. Turn up your light to the 10th power, to the 10th degree, because there is a lot at hand. And what we don't see, what I want to say to us, people tend to take things lightly because it's like, I don't know what's going on. You're not going to see it. But what you don't see will hurt you. We tend to use those words and say, oh, if I can't see it, it don't hurt me. That's wrong. It's very wrong, because it is the things that are in the invisible realm and the spiritual realm that actually cause all the things that you see going on in the manifested world, in our life, world, and affairs. So if you want a better handle on it, if you want to control it, if you want to, and I don't mean control in a dominating way, but if you want to be in a state of control within your own mind, in a state of peace when things are happening, then these are the things that we have to do. If you want to be prepared, preparing with spirit is what we're doing when we do these things as well. We're doing things on a multiple level, at a multidimensional level when we're doing this. It's not just linear. It's not one dimensional. You're actually helping yourself on multiple levels, and you're preparing yourself for what is to come around the corner, because there will be some things to come as things will be revealed. And what's catastrophic is truth. We may think, oh, what's so, people really don't want to hear truth. Truth can be very hurtful, and it can be catastrophic, especially if it shakes the foundations of something that you believed for so long. It can really send a lot of people into the madhouse. We will see a lot of mental things happening, but we can keep a hold of it. People don't have to go astray with mental collapses. It's just a moment. It's just a momentary collapse that they can have the buoyancy to bounce back up to if you do your spiritual work. Our buoyancy is our spiritual work. And all it is love. It's not too much crazy. You don't got to do no spiritual rituals. All I'm talking about is love. Dropping love bombs wherever we go. All I'm talking about is sharing love. And in order to do that, the most important thing that I want us to understand is clear your vessel. Remove yourself of any false doctrines, lies within the self. So catch yourself. Catch yourself when you feel something sneaky coming up. And when we do that, we become stronger conduits of the light. When we do that, we freak the energy and we change it for the better. But we have to choose. It is a choice. So instead of tumbling down that road, instead of feeding that spiral, feeding that negative energy, the spiral, you loop out of it. So certain ways, and what that looks like is if you are listening to someone, if someone is saying something to you, you don't have to give feedback. Even if you're right, just let it come in and out. Just for these days, y'all, I'm telling you, it may be hard to bite your lip and sit on it, I know, but just for these days, have an allegiance and alignment with the light, with the truth, and with the love that lights the truth, so that you just let it pass by you. Because what happens is if you give it something, you spiral in it. You get picked up in a spiral and the winds with it. But if you just let it go in one ear, come out the other, just nod your head. Yeah, we don't got to bark at people. I don't want to hear this. I'm working on the light. We don't have to do any of that. All we have to do is just let it in and let it out, and then emit love. We can receive that what they're doing, even if it feels wrong, you can transmute that and say, I receive love. I choose to see love because I know that you're a light body and you don't mean any harm, but this is how you choose to express yourself. So I'm just going to receive love, and I'm going to give love to you as well. So just practice turning up the light, y'all. This day, and especially tomorrow. I really want to call for tomorrow, because I know today is the middle of the day, but the 28th, and I'm going to do a video about that again, about the declaration. If you don't know anything, you can look I'll put it in the link below, as they always say. And you can just go to the page. If you're on the page, you're on the channel already. Just dial down and go to Declaration of Independence. That will be tomorrow, and it will be a beautiful day to fast and really just be intentional about transmuting the energies and staying away from things and people and when I say stay away, I don't mean you got to hide. It means you stand firm in your energy where you push that back. You emit the love that says, not right now. You know that I love you? I'm just going to send you some love, and not hypocritically, really going into your heart. So yes, one of the galactic messages was going into your high heart. They're asking us to bring things into our high heart, and send the light up through our third eye, our crown, through our crown and our soul star chakra, which is above us. Like if you put your hands up, your soul star chakra is right above you. So you want to put that in the air and send it out to the ethers. Because the message that I get from that my understanding, and I'm going to share that with you, or interpretation from that, is that as we send that out, it's almost like receptors are like that. They can pick up whoever they are, our angels, our guides, or whatever, because they never interfere. The divine never interferes. The great order of divinity never interferes or imposes. We must ask. So it's like when you send that out, it's almost like they can attach or plug into the light, if you can get a visual of that. And then they can help to stabilize what we are already doing. But you see what I'm saying? We have to do it. They do not interfere. But when you do it and send out your light, it's like the pyramids. Imagine yourself being the pyramids of time. You are the pyramid. We're the risen pyramids. And there's a light prism within you. So activate that light through your heart center and send it out. And when you send it out, it's like a distress call or a SOS. Like, doop, 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 doop. I'm lit. I'm lit. Send it up. Beam me up, Scotty. However you want to look at it. I know some people may think I'm crazy, but crazy to all the wrong ones, as I say. The ones who know, to those who have the insight to see. You see exactly what I'm talking about. A lot of you have been getting similar downloads, so you know. So, as I forgot to say, please like, subscribe, and share so this can get out to as much people. The message can get out and across to whoever it needs to get to those who want to be a part of activating the light grid, and even if they don't, to those who just want to be a part of having peace. We can't stay in peace. There's always going to be some conflict, but to be setting the tone of peace and love, especially right now. So before I go, the last thing that I want to share, and this may be a little bit weird or galactic, but if you can, send your light to the moon. Send your love and light to the sun and moon in any way that you can. Imagine your heart. Take a couple of deep breaths, whatever it is, and send it out. As you send it out, see it injecting into the moon, into the sun, because all of this is very intrinsic. Just as the moon and the sun interact with us, so do we. It's a very intrinsic cosmic design, very interactive. So we're doing our part by sending that light back out and being interactive on our end as well. And this is going to help block it. This is just the message I'm getting. I'm saying it's definitely going to help block what it is that those other energies want to do. So surround the moon in your love, surround the sun in your love, and know that you are the moon and sun. If you don't know how to do it directly out there, do it within, because the sun and moon is within your consciousness as well. Remember, the universe is within you. You are the universe. You are the love. You are the light. So turn it up, you great pyramids of light. Turn up the light in here, baby. Turn it up, turn it up. Turn up, turn up, turn up. I can't say that enough. Shine your light extra bright. Freak the energy no matter where you go. And I send you all in the peace, in the love that lights the truth, and in that peace and harmony within us. Peace, be still, and shine that light. You got this. Love and light.